I replaced my Mackie desk about 18 months ago because I wanted the reverb and effects of the newer one and also the USB output. Seemed to make things workflow a bit easier. I kept my older Mackie desk, which was working flawlessly. After a while, very shortly actually, a few months, I noticed when adjusting the gain that there was crackling. I'm adjusting it now, as you can tell, and dropping out. Well, it wasn't too bad, but it was only a few months old, and I made a note to send it back before the guarantee ran out. You know what these things are like. It went on, and I made do, and I made do. It gradually got worse, so as I adjusted the gain, it would be jumping around and I'd have to kind of get the right place. But I carried on because you're doing stuff. More recently, I'd set the gain. There's obviously dirt in the, or something, contaminant in the surface of the pot in there. And I'd set it, and I'd think, wait a minute, isn't it quieter now? Indeed it was. So some vibration or other, had caused fluctuation. I thought that's enough. But of course, I was past the guarantee. I tried moving it around. It would crackle and crackle and crackle, and I'd move it around and then settle it, and it's done. So really, it's only not even 2 years old. And I thought, what am I going to do? I just can't be bothered. I think I'm going to have to sell it as is and get something else. But there's a YouTube channel, Dave's World of Fun Stuff, and he does guitar repairs and so on. And many times he said, with guitars, I don't know if you're familiar with them, you get some crackle on that as well. He said, rock it back and forth, but do it 100 times, dude. So, I'd rock these back and forth, but not 100 times. So today, I'm preparing to do a video. I went through all these and counted. I rocked them back and forth. I'm going to do it on this one, which is not being used at the minute. Full sweep, back and forth. 2, sorry, very clumsy. That's no good either. You get the idea. 3, fully. 4. I did it 100 times on each. And lo and behold, none of the crackling, as you can hear. If I turn it up, yeah. I suspect the crackling will come back, but I know what to do until it no longer works. So if any of you are experiencing this kind of a problem, this is a simple thing to try first before you start taking the thing apart, particularly if it's past guarantee anyway. And that's not so easy, I've heard. So give that a go. Do it 100 times. If it's older, maybe do it 200. Get yourself a cup of coffee or a glass of Armagnac or something and sit there and do it, is my suggestion, before you go any further. I've noticed also that the mute pots are starting to make a click. I don't know about these, but if they are, I guess I'll do every one of these 100 times as well. I have no desire to be seen as some old boy who thinks that everything was better in the good old days. But yesterday and the day before, I was using my 40-odd-year-old valve amp, and it worked. The pots weren't noisy. They're 40-something years old. They've been in and out of the cold and the heat because the valve gets hot, and they've been trundled around, and in their day they were in smoky environments, and they're open, they're not sealed pots. So what's going on? The trim pots are one of the first, unless I'm mistaken, they are the first pot in the signal chain. So anything that's compromised there, forget it for the rest of it. We've had so many advances in materials and manufacturing. I kind of just don't get it, but maybe it's me. Anyway, hopefully this may be a quickish 90, 91, 100, and the next one, quickish fix for however long, I don't know. But for now, all's good.